1 hour dialogue. Um, we have some prominent people among let me give you information on those issues while you're here. You know, was additional, and you know, okay, this is also Abadi Nancy, is the director of Central Research Lab, and also the head of the National Technology Research. So what we are doing today is that we just want to discuss just within 30, 40 minutes to look at what youth, what we can do in terms of sustainable development goal. SDG is of United Nations, and SDG you have about 17 goals, and which center around, climate, peace, justice, a lot of things. So we'll be looking at how can we use our research to achieve that particular goal. Remember we said 17 goals, among which we have zero hunger, we have access to quality education, and so on. So we want to look at ways and manner in which we can achieve that particular goal. We are looking at various aspects. So Professor Belli will be talking on research output. How can we use our research output, the outcome of our various research in achieving some of the sustainable development. So let's welcome Professor Belli.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, the head of the CDP, Professor Additional, and the convener of the Climate Smart and Cultural Youth Network, Professor Mulani. But I'm delighted to be here this morning for us to work my support. Because looking at the interface between research and SDG, I want to thank the convener for inviting me. He told me about this program because I had a very tight schedule. I couldn't come up with even if it's just 1 or 2 slides of presentation. And I think we are told these are interacting to the session. And this is going to be very, I think this is the first. Why don't we that? There are 2 critical things that we have there. We have research activities. And here we have, this is the hub of research activity. The university. We all know what university, what it means. That is where we have highest level of education. And the goal of the university mainly is to generate knowledge. And we have all the inputs. We have all the inputs that are available to us to do it. We have vibrant minds, youth. We also have great scholars, people that have gone through a whole lot of things, that have studied, carried out research activities for decades. For instance, as a lecturer, this is my 25th year. So the knowledge that we have acquired over time, we transmit it to the younger generation by way of a training. And why are you here? You want to better your lot, isn't it? Yes. Then you want to have impact. Your impact can be within your immediate community. It can be regional, it can be state, it can be national, it can be global. We have today, we have some people that we call global citizens. Why are they global citizens? It's because of the knowledge and the impact that the knowledge that we have acquired over time, the impact that those knowledge have on the people. That is why there is no office where they issue a certificate of a global citizen. But when you mention somebody like somebody doing that's a global citizen. Even when you mention somebody like Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, not minding whatever your perception of the man is. It's a famous citizen. You talk of Nelson Mandela, that was an illustrious citizen of the world. Recently, we lost a Benin, also an illustrious son of the world. So it means that your knowledge that you have acquired over time will be meaningless if you don't have impact on people. And you are not the one that will determine to say, this is what I've done. It is people that will say, this is what this person has brought on board. And these are things of benefit to us. Therefore, all of us that we are seated here, we have roles to play in improving quality of the life. And that is what SDG is all about. There was a Millennium Development Goals, but a lot of things were discovered to be faulty about the Millennium Development Goals. And in 2015, looking at the problems pervading different countries, problem of food insecurity, problem of climate change droughts, problem of erosion, you have a problem of flood. You have widening gap between the north and the south. When you talk of the north, you talk of the Americans and the Jews. And when you talk about the south, you talk of places like, most of us from Asia and Africa. It is widening gap in the quality of the life. Also the education is widening gap. Also there is a widening gap between preferences for male child to female child, and have a whole lot of things. So these under the auspices of the United Nations, these leaders came together and realized that the way the world was going was not sustainable. Because of our cases like that of you throwing a stone onto another palm tree. What does it do? Whatever we do in the environment, we reap it. Whether now or in the future. So they now came under they came up under and the aim of this sustainable development is just to improve the quality and to protect Mother Earth, this planet where we are living at, to protect it, and to do everything that will improve the quality of life. In doing so, they identified 17 thematic areas. And when you look at these 17 thematic areas, there is nothing again that have not been covered. You have the SDG 1 that talks about no poverty. So we have to mobilize actions to ensure that whatever policy we are putting in place does not improvise people, doesn't make them to be poor. Empowerment programs, opening up new opportunities, training people, etc. If you look at our economy, whatever that is going on, is it tailored towards achieving SDG 1? The answer is no. A lot of people in the last few weeks, they have crossed the bar of poverty line. So many businesses closing down. And these are the identified one. I know of a student in this university that when they drove out of my house, he operates POS. He started it when we were on strike. When we resumed, I discovered that he had employed somebody to be staying there. The guy says that one language. But since this currency, whatever, the guy had disappeared. You know the impact. If you have been getting something from that place, nothing coming in, whatever you call it, he had empowered somebody. That person just also doing it. So we have to look at this. When we talk of SDG 2, we are talking of new hunger. What can we do to prevent hunger? Is it about agricultural practice? Is it about making inputs available to farmers? Is it about land, access to land? Is it about food safety? How do we improve the processing of food to make sure that the food is available? Preservation. What are the policies about marketing of agro produce? Today you see us, we grow cashew, but how much of that cashew, what benefits us there? People will come from Chile, will come from India, to do what? To buy the cashew nuts here. Maybe some of us will think that they are taking it there to go and roast and eat. No, they derive a lot of chemicals, a lot of materials from that cashew nut. So it serves as the basis of industrial revolution in their own area. So what we are making here is actually peanuts, which is of almost of no value. Just like you, how many of the farmers, how many of us that can go to supermarket and buy the meat, and we will ship our cocoa as well to the. So when we look at all of these things, we see that we have SDG 3 that talks about quality of air, we have SDG 6, we have one that addressing the quality, the humane and the female, and we have one that addresses the climate change. What are the actions that we have upon that threatens the integrity of the earth by way of climate change? So when you look at all of these things, how can we now realize it? The United Nations has set 2030 as the target to meet all this. Where is Nigeria, my country? We are nowhere to be found because we have not fully integrated all our policies, all our activities within the framework of exercises that can make us to realize the targets of SDG. I've just mentioned one. I've just mentioned one. In case of Naira, GCSAYN, cashless, whatever you want to call it. So now, what is our role? I often say that what is our role as researchers? Our role now is to make sure that whatever we carry out in research activities, which you people will be the instrument that we carry. I won't go to the lab now and be watching petrologists, microbiologists, and be watching chemical plants. I've passed through that. Except for some important pieces, I cannot even forget when last I put on labs. Because I passed through that. I will interface with my students, give them instructions, this is what you have to do, guide them, and place them. So, for you, as a youth, you must make sure that what we train you upon are subsumed into activities that can achieve SDG. And that is very, very important. It's only through that all those targets can be realized. It's not by sitting down in the ministry, in the agencies of the government, that we realize such things. When we train you, it's a multitasking achievement. One, who add value to you. You know the trend of things all over the world. That's number one. And that enhances your job opportunities. Is that okay? You also become an advocate of all these SDGs. And nothing stopping you also from floating NGOs, non-governmental organizations, from where you can even use that opportunity to access the international funds, so that your own little way you can act on ways of achieving SDGs. Most of it are not in academics. We talk of thinking globally, but acting locally. thinking globally, but acting locally. That means whatever you do here, it contributes to the global effort at resolving some of the crises, fundamental crises confronting man today. And I want to sound this note of caution. It is not only when you go to UK that you can make a difference. It is not when you get to US that you can make impact. Yes, the opportunities there will have forced some people to express themselves in a better way and make a greater impact. But it is not the only condition. You have people that have lived here. I told my students, look at the story of Pele. Pele, at a point in his life, was classified as a national treasure, was declared as a national treasure. And the government of Brazil prevented him from joining the local groups. Did that take anything away from Pele for becoming the greatest legend of football? No. In fact, when he died, I tried to browse and read so many things. I'm not too sure he finished secondary school because I didn't see anything that said he finished from this school or he finished from that. But it goes to a level that people became an advocate and was consulting for UNICEF, for United Nations. Because of what? Because of his impact. So we can make a great impact here and will be recognized all over the world. Don't forget those people that put the SDG together, they didn't come from space. They are people from different countries and they made their experiences together as input to the development of that government. So for us as a researcher, we continue to do what we do and do best, and that is to carry out the research activities. I think as time goes on, we will be coming here to look at some of specific research activities that have direct impact on people. Like I told you about cashew nut. I produce a PhD student that work on the cashew juice, and we are using to produce citric acid. And lo and behold, we found out that that's something that never been used to produce citric acid anywhere in the world. And Nigeria spends average of $30 million to import citric acid on their basis. Because we don't have any company that produces citric acid. In your dish, your sweet and whatever you are, once you take this one now, you are taking citric acid. Because it's going to be used as a preservative, as if you are to preserve it. You take your yogurt, it's there. You take your drug, it's there. In fact, you take your blood economy. It's a citric acid that is used to preserve iron. Yeah. So you take salt drink, it is there. My chairman, someone USA today, it's also there. Staff. So you have it there. So we consume it on daily basis. We spend an average of $80 million. Yet everything that we use to produce the citric acid, we obtain it from market. We got the obviously from the university farm here. We got the cashew from the university here. And now we are using it to produce citric acid. So what we need to do is to scale up the process. And by acting locally, that's also a typical example. Ogbomoso produces one of the best cashew in Nigeria. And Nigeria is a major producer of cashew. Can we take an advantage of the fact that this university is located within the cashew belt? That is acting locally. That will have impact on the farmers. You go to the farm now, you will see the cashew fruit, which is about 90% of the total fruit. You see it rotting in the wind. So can we just tell them that you can try this? Luckily, cashew matures during the crisis. food storage unit. So can you try it and let's buy that and concentrate it and use it to produce citric acid. People already off 60. You are attacking poverty. It will increase their income. There will be more participation in the cashew process. A lot of people instead of picking the nut now, you see people that will be picking. I hope you are getting what I'm saying now. You go into production, even if you cannot entirely produce what is needed by the country, you can reduce the import. That's what we call import substitution. If you are able to get 10% this year, 20% next year, 30% next year, your naira that is falling on daily basis, that is why it is falling. Because everybody has to be purchasing dollars to be able to do what? To input. Whereas we have the input there. And like I said, it was a student that did everything. So that's where that we empowered in that area. You can become a consultant to the universities. You can have a deal investors. If you come around here, nobody knows the potential that you have. Nobody knows the connection that you have. Maybe somebody somewhere will reach that and will say, oh, can we go into this? There is no investor that will come from another country that will develop your own country. They have come here to invest and to reap out of that investment. So on this note, I want to once again tell you how can I start?
Thank you both for that general overview of the situation. We appreciate it. While we were working on Nativ was leading Professor Afik Adewale Adekiyi is the director of Lab Tech Center for Research, Innovation and Discovery. And applied chemistry. Also, we have the coordinator for SDG Student Hub. Mr. Tewolu Moses. They are welcome to our meeting. So without wasting much of our time, because you are constrained by time. So Professor, I want you to give us his own talk. 10 minutes. Yeah, Mike.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I'd like to tender my responsibility. I received from the city of the country, no like nothing. So I'm very sorry for coming with this. So I'll be talking about empowering youth through research and innovation, exploring the role of university advancement, progress towards the UN Sustainable Development Goals. By way of introduction. So, what we like to look at is the role, this is going to be the introduction outline. We look at the sustainability and also somebody has spoken that. So, basically, what we look at the role of university. With this, what the role of outside have we done, what we have. In GCSAYN, we have to advance this for them. What will be the role of our youth, which are the main driver of this SDG now? So, like I've said, this SDG, there are 7 stages. And like I've said, we will also look at challenges and opportunities. And we will also look at some examples that was vested in lab. So these are some key terms, and we are very used to this. We don't need to listen to them. So what's the importance of this topic? First of all, the important topic is that you know SDG, it works around 5 things. I call it 5 feet. And these are property we have to protect our environment. We ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Then we want to let our people know that the young people, they are the future leaders, they are the innovators, and they are the ones to drive this SDG. And that's why you are all here. And that's why this program is specifically for you people. Because just to let you know that you are the driver. You know, last time Professor Abadi was talking, he said it's been a long time that they are centered, maybe watch people and something. And that just is everything is still is. When we are like you, we did it. People is not in LAUTECH alone, we did it in abroad. If you have to call any one of us here now to say it to our own experience, we see that people have really worked hard for LAUTECH to be where it is today. So we want to let you know that we are the drivers of this SDG, and that's why we are here to let you know. Then again, we want to let you know also that the university, they are the centers of knowledge. So we have a role to play too. The role to play is just to give you the platform, then to give you the knowledge, and to let you know how you can apply this knowledge in order to solve this problem. Then again, we want to encourage entrepreneurship, and not only entrepreneurship, innovations, but innovations that are community impacted, that are useful to our community, mostly to our immediate community and in the world, to Nigeria, other states, and the world at large. Then again, we want to do a kind of advocacy, you that do it as well. Let the community know what is SDG and how they can partner with us in order for us to be able to reach this, to attain this Nigeria 2030. Right. Then these are overdue questions that after this one too. There are just 17 SDG goals. Right. So why does it matter? Why it matter is that number one, they are a global call to action. But normally it is a must because we all signed the agreement. And we all agree that this will solve the world problem. And Nigeria is part of UN. So it's a must for us. And we should be able to strive hard in order for us to be able to conclude our own program in the year 2030. And especially now, the sort of metric that they use to raise university. So you can say it's a must. You can see LAUTECH is number 7, is this, is that. And you see with the latest meeting, we are number 7 in the whole of Nigeria. And we have a very good position around the world. So if you are able to really work hard on D2, maybe in the next 3 months now, it is one of the best conference in the whole world and the best in Nigeria. So again, they are also interconnected. You know, from SC1, we want to solve poverty problem, we want to solve climate issue, we want to solve energy. Now we are talking about energy crisis now. So with SDG now, we don't have any problem to solve all this anymore. It's why. Right. Then the role of university, number one, research and innovation and collaboration, education and training. Don't worry, you get the slide from partnership and collaboration, advocacy and policy, and sustainable operation. So with all this now, these are all what we supposed to do. These are role of the university to you in order for us to be able to, because if you want something from you, you have to give something to operate. So this is a sort of maybe a guideline for you now to follow in order for you to be able to participate in it. Then what empowering you through research and innovation? Number one, we provide access to research communities, and that is what we have been doing. We encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. We have been doing that. We collect, we organize an innovation challenge in 2021, and you see it's the students that participated, and a lot of things were showcased. Yeah. Then we operate through perspectives in our syllabus, and we see later. So many of our syllabus have been coming later. You see that we have incorporated SDG into it, so that through that you know what is SDG, how you can be part of the problem solver. Then again, we provide practice training, and this one we are doing this morning is part of it. So you can see that we have been giving you all sort of things that you need to excel in this. Then we support you there initiative. Part of it is the individual or student work solution that we have in the last. This way. Then we have some example some computers from university as well. Don't go to next slide. I want to specifically to know that we are not special of our class. We are moving. Number one, we joined GCSAYN globally on the 1st April 2020. And if you check our website, we see that LAUTECH is there at the world map. So we are not saying that, when you talk about SED, but that's the first thing. If you are not, if you are not a member, institutional member, all things we are doing, we don't have any meaning. Then number two, we have, this lecture I give back. Then that was the March 2020. Just to, let people know about SED and different type of design I can do. Then again, we had innovation challenge, and you can see the picture that we took during this innovation challenge. And in the last 2 years, series of lectures, even the just completed engineering conference was, the theme is on sustainable development goals. Just for you to know that LAUTECH has been in it. So it's just to, continue with our strive, our way. And you see, again, we have SDG as name up. So again, there's effort to establish a center of sustainable development. I think it's at advanced stage now. And again, what we are doing today also is an eco-plating event in the sense that there's something on the federal president of smart agriculture that is coming to that who wants that to do right. So, like what we displayed, I mean, the event challenge, this is what took the first prize then, and fortunately for us, we went for national event and we took the second prize for our club in Nigeria. So, fortunately to know that we have been doing some things. And these are challenges, funding challenging, institutional barrier, siloed approaches, limited engagement with community. I think what concerns us in LAUTECH is just to do engagement with community because in terms of funding, we've been trying, then we have to improve on that as well. There is not institutional barrier, there's not like that because you can see that already is existing in LAUTECH. So I like in terms of silo, there's not like that. We collaborate. Chemistry collaborate with biology collaborate with engineering. So we have that interconnectivity collaboration. So we don't have problem with that. So you can see that there's an education in that environment already for you to excel and to contribute. Right. Then these are the opportunities. There will be interdisciplinary collaboration, research and innovation, like what the professor that we have just said, talking about statue. These are the results. These going to be our immediate goals. And what is going to come out from that? What is going to come out from that? It's going to be some idea from LAUTECH, it's going to be some idea. Economic emancipation. So the education and outreach. So we know we'll be able to take this our preaching, take it to the community, and for them to be able to collaborate with them already. And again, then partnership and collaboration, then leadership. Then overall, what we need is just we need our expertise, we need our skills, and which we have in LAUTECH. So what we need now is just to increase our commitment and just to make up our mind that we want to further progress this in our campus. And I think that very soon, like I've said, LAUTECH will be one of the best universities in the world. So these are my conclusion. Through empowering our youth through research and innovation, there are so many things we can do because through all this entrepreneurship, the student that goes out just right now is slow because the commercialization of that project is ongoing in partnership with LAUTECH now. So by the time we are able to finish it now, it's going to have a sort of its own percentage from the proceeds and it's going to be a lifelong proceed. Even if the person dies, the proceed will still go to the family of the person. So you can see that it's a worthwhile for you people to participate in this program. So on this note, I would like to conclude my lecture and I would like to acknowledge the management of the university, our country representative, Ronaldo. I have one guy here, my big first additional, and he will later to my August Spray, goes to Babadi, and everybody has stayed here. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I think we will hear from Faith also. What he has for us. So, Mr. Faith.
Good morning, stars and masters. My name is Apollo. Standing on this I'm the LTD coordinator for the LAUTECH and I'm talking towards this role of the university students in driving sustainable solution and research. These are my requirements. Okay, so it is generally known that The goal of a university is to produce high quality graduates for job markets to continuously advance the frontiers of knowledge in all disciplines and ultimately to advance human civilization. And when we talk about what is the definition of a university is a place where teachers and scholars meet and promote community driven solutions. And students in university like ours include both graduate students and undergraduate students who are of this area of discipline has been carefully designed through the university curriculum to solve the problem involved. So the framework of the sustainable development goals ensures social protection, economic prosperity, and protection of the environment. It will be of great importance to have students who are lively with their resourcefulness and strength to conceive and create innovations that will change the course of our future, bringing solutions that are peculiar to the global challenges. And education, research, and innovations are essential in creating this sustainable development, making university key contributors to achieving this goal. So the university community should serve as an incubation hub for leaders of tomorrow in tech, in research, in health, economics, policy formulations, and climate action. So the SDGs are now tech community. The SDG goals are 17 sustainable development goals that was agreed upon in 2015, and in Paris, it is expected that all of our activities, all of our research, all of our education, courses we study into, Paris to meeting this target, Paris to meeting this goal. So LAUTECH as an higher institution of learning has the vision to create academic excellence for the advancement of technology in meeting socio-cultural needs of the society. And it is important that all of our courses meet these goals. All of our courses are able to solve the peculiar problems of the world. So the LAUTECH SDG, who are we? What do we do? So we started in the year 2020 with over 70 students drawn from the various faculties in the institutions under the umbrella of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions. And our vision is to connect and mobilize young people to pathways of understanding and action to shape a sustainable world for future generations. We are at the center of bringing people together, connecting people from different faculties, having members in different faculties who will be like a voice for us, talking to other students about the density, because I have quite a personal experience with what the SDGs are. I have a sister who graduated with first class in history, and outside of the institution, during the NYSC, for the first time, she's been exposed to SDGs. And the research that she had during her undergraduate thesis, in applying for graduate school, one of the questions they asked her is why this research? How does this research balance with sustainable development? And the only answer she could provide is saying that in Nigeria, our teachers choose research for us. We don't choose research for ourselves. And that's indeed dampening the graduate school interview and affected the chances. So in LAUTECH SDG work, we have the passion to train every student to have the goals and vision to drive these SDG goals in their lecture or in the courses they take. They should be able to find a connection between the thesis or their project work, the places they do their IT, what they invest their time in, the ops that they join on campus, and how they tally to promoting the sustainable development goals. So presently, we started this year with a plan to reach every student in all faculties on campus and increase the awareness of the students about the SDGs, promoting innovative solutions and partnership for research. So through our action plan, we've been able to recruit over 60 students already this year, and adding to our existing members in all faculties, and we are still actively recruiting members. We visited all the faculties on board education to educate students on the SDG and had an awareness work on campus. So we have had webinars, general meetings, train students on the 17 SDGs, its target indicators, inviting resource persons from in and outside of Nigeria to train our students in the work around SDGs. We divided ourselves into micro groups based on our faculty so as to reach like minds and have them come together and chart a way to reaching even many more members in their faculties and designing innovative solutions and research
and to promote these goals. So our members have been able to come up with part of innovations in the past, like waste and plastic recycling stations solutions that is targeting SDG 12, food recycling solution also targeting SDG 12, menstrual health solution targeting SDG 4, and the day swim initiative targeting SDG 3 and 4. And we are currently brainstorming on research ideas that will drive sustainable development in Nigeria. So in the future, we are bringing together students in each department, and we are even looking at having students at each level. There will be focal persons to us that will be able to target and reach out to their colleagues, teaching them and talking to them about the SDGs and how there is nothing they want to do in the world without having their work target SDGs. So we are also partnering with centers and all promoting SDGs in out there. And our upcoming programs include symposium on grant and research writing, which we are looking to have in April, secondary school innovation challenge, where we invite secondary schools in promotion opportunity with their jet club and any innovation that those schools have, and bring them together to listen to them and appreciate them. So we are also looking at having LabTech solution hackathon and innovation sometimes around June. And also we are planning a cross-hub meeting with us in Africa and Europe by July 2020. And we are also looking at sensitizing the whole LabTech community of students about the SDGs. So we are projecting and looking at if we can have the LabTech SDG conference by August or September later this year, where we'll be able to bring every student together to teach them and tell them the importance of SDG. So our recommendations and conclusions. Why is it important for every student to know sustainable development goals? They need to be mindful of cultural norms and differences around the world so they can adapt and try. For example, if a student is conducting a research on fossil fuel, conducting research on automobiles that are still using fuel now, you know that those research, those work will become obsolete in the nearest future because that is not the direction in which the world is going. So we are trying to create an awareness in our students that they don't just come up with ideas, don't just come up with innovations, but you come up with innovations that will target the direction in which the world is moving. So the SDGs are universal expectation of all citizens and are essentially global in nature. So learning about this SDG allows students to gain fresh insight into the problem being faced around the world and bring up-to-date solutions. So the university has the engine of transformation, sustainability towards delivering a sustainable development goal. And Wendy and et al. Classify the university as the leading lab for sustainability. So therefore, the education of students will not be complete if he or she doesn't know the application of his university education to this global goal. So these are my references. I thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Faith. That beautiful presentation that shows SDG compliant. Thank you very much. I think what I just need to do is to actually entertain questions. But before that, let me just give an hint about this climate smart agriculture business. Like I said, the network is targeting about youth, it's targeting individuals I know, and who have the people that have interest in climate. And what we are saying is that these days we are experiencing a lot of change. I mean, it's clear the weather condition. People will think that our indigenous people, our local resource power, you ask them, they will tell you that things have changed. It's also here, rain will be in this month. But things are not like that. So we are looking at ways by which young individuals can come up with ideas, innovations that will address this particular problem. So this is what we are all here for. So we are looking at that. These are the mission of the climate smart and culture network. And what we have done is that the youth network, we are going to have what we call flagship. So under the network, we have different thematic areas. So we have CSA club, climate smart agriculture club. So we are targeting primary schools, secondary schools, we are going to have that club. And remember, during our own days, we have young farmers club. So we are looking at that also so that we can have interest and stimulate interest of young people in agriculture. So that's what we are going to be doing. We are going to have peaceful, ICT, climate finance. All these will be for individuals. So we choose among the flagship which area we believe we are going to perform better, we are going to function well in that flagship next month. SDG, we talk about the next one. So these are the SDG. So we're looking at ways of addressing each of the SDG. What are ideas that we have that will target any of those goals? So that's what we are going to be doing in the next few days as well as well organize ourselves next week. So these are the resources. So that's the website for the CSAYN Global. Under the Center of Excellence, they are actually giving LabTech the opportunity to serve as the hub of West Africa. It's already on the website. So that's what we are going to do. So we are going to connect with other people. For Nigeria, for Africa, we have University of Atlanta in Kenya as the African hub. Then we have Egerton University also in Kenya for East Africa. We have Technical University in Nigeria for that of North Africa. So all this we have on the website. So as time goes on, we'll be sharing with you some of these resources so that we can better be equipped what we are doing. So that's what we are going to do. So what are we doing now? For the students, if you have any questions, please to ask anybody. What are you thinking of? What's coming to your mind during this 1 hour lecture? What have you gained? What do you think we need more insight or information? So if you have 1 or 2 people that can answer that, just close these lines. Thank you very much for everyone for coming. So question, question or contribution. It's for you. Please use your class. This is not a class. This is not. So ask questions. Okay, please. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for the teaching, sir. My question is this, sir. Concerning the ideas that we have, do we have organizations such like the Dragon's Den, Shark Tank that can fund these ideas in Nigeria? And also, this is like the catch-up that we talked about. Can we patent it, like make it something that we can work more on, like industrialize it? That's just my question. Thank you, sir.
First of all, I need to answer the issue of funding. Because I'm going to answer the issue of patent for that particular idea. Any other questions that we take it?
Yes. Then fast about.
Okay, Prof, I think with that, we are going to close it.
Okay, so thank you very much. So, like I already said, in LabTech we are safe. And we said, the last one that we did was funded by LabTech, via LabTech. So, if the LabTech uses this idea, no problem through the director, through the director, through him. When he gets to us, look at it. And generally, they are saying it's part of LabTech too. So when we look at the idea and we see that that idea is worthwhile, why not? Look at it, we'll fight for it.
So, yeah, Prof, you talk about patents.
Patents. Yeah, yes, it's good. But the journey to patenting is a very long one. It's a very long one. Because what is a patent? We want to prove that this is an original contribution to the knowledge. You are the first to do it. Although it will not be the first in the whole sense of it, but you have done something that is entirely new. And your knowledge that you have put into it, the investment that you have put into that, can be protected by international laws. Is that okay? So it's a certified edge. And if you look at our tech, you are talking of people who have patents. don't know maybe you can have one or two. So,
It's the next one.
the next time.
Even not the before we have that, we have the people who are they are having with there's no nutritional framework.
Okay.
But
So,
we have it now. So that everybody I want to tell them there's a platform for that.
so it's even then it's still not.
That is
Internationally, it's not a joke. But there are a whole lot of things that you can accomplish. There are ways through which you can protect your contributions. It's not only patent. You have a treat your secrets.
Yes.
You have a copyright.
Like the China experience.
And the hair. So,
They run after what?
then the products. And you come up with a product. But a whole lot of issues surrounding this will be solved. As a national director of the university has center. And some of us are also examiners of patenting some of the things that we've done. Is that okay? But one thing is very, very important. We need to be hard work. Because I'm afraid some of us are misinterpreting the SDGs. You know, I'm thinking that I can float an NGO and become a rich man. And people are doing that in this country. But what are we contributing? So the basis is research. That's the fundamental. Because that is what you are going to use to solve the problem. Not that you just want to be harvesting ideas of people all over the place. That will work. So I want to encourage you to have to be hard work. Hard work pays. And it has no alternative. From this part of the world, we believe in miracles. I don't know how far those miracles are taking us as a nation. Other nations that we were together in the 60s, in the 70s, in the early 80s, they have left us behind. Simply because they are hardworking and focused. So we should not lose focus on that. If you are not hardworking, it's nothing that you bring on board, you simply become consumers of research activities of other nations. And you cannot develop too much. 20 years ago, if somebody says he's going to Sabu, they will say, okay, they'll call him. But today, if you know the kind of research outcomes that are coming out from universities in Saudi, we say, is this one from Saudi or from another planet? So we need to focus really on education. So that is one. Then to I think your sister finished from biology. You see, you also have to be smart. I hope that everyone is saying. You have to be smart. When I was giving my lecture on the NRF research that I told people that, and people were surprised because they have taught us responses to these questions on these submissions we are tracked these marks. I don't know the pass mark. I don't know the cutoff. So I must strive to get what? Whatever I can get. If it's possible to score the 100. There was now a question which attracts, I think, 5 marks to indicate the research grant that we have won in the last 5 years. Lo and behold, I didn't win any research grant in the last 5 years. As at the time I was doing that, but I won 7 years back. So I just wrote. I did not win any research grant in the last 5 years. But I won so research grant. What is this amount? 7 years ago. That research grant, I won it with this, the title of the project this. I published 6 international papers from the research grant. I used the fund from the research grant as a seed fund to establish my laboratory. I gave the name of the laboratory. I went to the lab. I took pictures, about 10 pictures from the lab. I organized it using PowerPoint into a single slide. I listed the papers. I'm sure you will not do this. But some of my colleagues, in fact, a friend, he wrote the person who presented me, which he also won. He now said, no, leave. You have to be smart. How can you say your work does not relate your supervisor? And it's not limited to you alone. And this day, like this time I was in the law university to examine a PhD student, Department of Financial Management. The guy is a lecturer at a polytechnic in Sunguru. He did his work at a Sunguru. He worked on a Guinea. I now asked him, why was this study conducted in Sunguru? When you are studying one Guinea. He was just looking at me. I'm looking at you. I asked him, and he said, because I work here. I said, you are responsible. And the reason was because he refused. Sorry that I'm taking your time, but this is critical. Because when I read his work, there was nowhere where he related his work to Nigeria. He was interested in talking about Guinea in China, Guinea in India. US is the one largest producer of Guinea corn. You have to domesticate whatever you discuss in this about. Use examples that people can relate to. Let people know that what you are doing has impact
On your immediate environment.
on the immediate environment, on them, because you want to convince them. So I said, we really do this. What is the major crop in Niger State? You have some great news. You said Guinea corn. Is Guinea corn widely cultivated in the Ilorin? The answer is no. Though I knew the reason why he did it for convenience. But you don't come to tell an examiner that I won. Because the next person I will say is that, so the supervisor was coming to Sunguru to look at your field work.
Even if you ask that question,
They will be saying, so you also have to be smart. When you say supervisor give you topics, for me, I will first ask the student, go and bring 3 researchable topics. Come and look at what you submit. It's after that we now say, okay, go and work on this. Go and work on this. Go and work on this. Why am I working on this? It's your responsibility. And you are moving around with a mobile library. Just Google it. Ask a question. You will see series of information that will guide you. I've written a report for your sister. If she shows you the report, I have to craft there that is an emphasis of SDG, this, and that. So I put it there. But it is your responsibility to also make what you are doing. Some of you don't have interest in what you are doing. And take about so tomorrow. You don't have interest in what you are doing. It's like people just pushing you. And nobody knows the question that they will ask you. I've been introducing my students to SDG. But anytime I start talking about it, that's the rest we start. So you can see that those of you that you are present here, this is a very an excellent opportunity to look at what she has used. If she had known that this my work has impact on SDG 2, of SDG 1 or SDG 3, possibly Africa and studies. Thank you. Yeah, bro.
When you are considering youth for admission, they said you should go and use the curriculum of one and the guy studied the calculus. That's right. He did calculus. And I have to go and meet the maths department, put it on letter, and people of the department that he really studied that. They said they will consider him for masters. Later, they said they have waived all of those things. They now roll back to them that if you can consider as a master, you can also consider him for PhD. They now said, what programming language the guy knows? He's a biologist, finished from your department. He's now going to pharmaceutical department.
Yes.
I said, go and be them. He said, you are already
Simple. But you now say no.
I don't join them in September now. Before that time, you will have learned all of those things. So I think you need to be very, very smart.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. I want to appreciate everybody, and I believe that as time goes on, we'll be organizing this 1 hour, 2 hours talk. So, probably the horizon. So, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mario.
Please, you were telling you know this people.
That's all.
University wide. Mo mẹ fẹ́ náà ní kí wọ́n ṣe báyìí.
Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Collaboration.
Àwa náà fi ilé ìtọ́jú.
Ẹ sọ fún ọ.
Thank you so much.